Well, Chief Handicapper Greg Carpenter joins me to discuss Dunaden, who won the Geelong Cup on Wednesday, and you've issued him a penalty for the Emirates Melbourne Cup. Tell us what it is and why.
Well, visually very impressive in winning the Geelong Cup yesterday, and probably a touch of deja vu. A French stayer like Americain, who won the Cup last year with 58 and had 54 in the Melbourne Cup. I penalised Americain a half kilo, and I've done the same thing this year with Dunaden. It was a very competitive renewal of the race. Takes him to 54 and a half. He's probably got to step up a length or two on what he achieved yesterday, but I think that's probably as far as I could have progressed him, given what I did to Americain last year.
What did you make of the performance?
I thought it was terrific. It was nice to see him so relaxed and well presented in the parade ring. There was a lovely even speed throughout the contest. Got probably third last, but made a long searching run from the 800 metres, and I thought he rounded them up pretty quickly. Wanted to lay in a little bit towards the winning post, but he had Tanby and Bauer reasonably well covered.
You mentioned Bauer, who finished fast to run third. What's his story going towards the Melbourne Cup?
Well, racing in great heart for a horse of his age, and he'll probably go down in history as the closest ever second in a Melbourne Cup when he was beaten by Viewed. His first up run in the Herbert Power was good, made up late ground yesterday. It'd be a lovely story if he can force his way in to the final field. They can either sit back and wait for attrition, and I think that will be very problematic. I don't think he'll make it if that happens, or they can roll the dice again in the Lexus next Saturday and try and win an exemption through to the race. What
races are still to come before the Melbourne Cup where you can penalise a winner, and what ballot exemptions are left?
Well, still a lot of work to do. We've got the Moonee Valley Cup this week where the winner can be penalised. It's a Group 2 race, so we'll be looking very closely at what comes from there. New race on the horizon this year as far as the distance, the Bendigo Cup next Wednesday, and the entry is very strong, so there could be a possible penalty coming out of that. And then, as I said, in relation to Bauer, the last roll of the dice is the Lexus. Horses like Green Moon, runner-up in the Caulfield Cup, and a whole host of others trying to get that last-minute ticket into the Melbourne Cup will compete in that race. And I can penalise the winner, which I did last year. I gave him a lucky day a kilo. So still lots of work to go before we can finalise the ultimate field.
The 150th renewal last year was an epic addition, but this year is equally as strong.
Well, I think, again, lots of talk about international participation, but it really shows the attraction of what is, without doubt now, the best staying race in the world. It's drawing a lot of attention from horses from all over the world, and as good as last year's race was, we haven't got So You Think, but I think it's still a great renewal in the 151st year.
Still a little bit of work to be done by you, so good luck.
Thanks very much, Sean, and there's so many other races to watch. The Cox Plate, Black Caviar, it's just a great spring of racing.
Certainly is. There's Greg Carpenter telling us he's issued Dunaden a half kilo penalty, rises to 54.5 in the Emirates Melbourne Cup.